Right now, it's already 6 in the morning, and I'm here at my uncle's house. Actually, I stayed up all night awake because, diba, like what I've said, it's still the wake of my grandma. And since that I'm here, well, I'll give you some small talk or information sharing about some Filipino culture in relation to funeral. You know, that is really a significant thing in Filipino culture. And it's not unusual for a large sum of people to show up in a wake to show respect for the death of a person. And usually, guys, ang daming burial customs here in this country. But the most common is the Catholic custom, which, well, my family is a Roman Catholic, majority talaga. So that's why we followed the Catholic custom of funeral. So how is it really done? Just to let you know, at least you have some idea how does a funeral is done here in the Philippines. Usually, when someone died, or if you have a loved one who passed away, we tend to give her or his death a wake for a couple of days in order to pay respect for the death of that person. After when she dies, so syempre we have to bring the dead body to the funeral service. And then after in the funeral service, it would depend if the dead body will be cremated or put it in a coffin. So it's up to the family na yan. And then after that, the dead body or the coffin or the urn, if it's cremated, will be placed or will be taken either at home or in a funeral. Because diba, most funeral service have like small chapel, or how they call it, like a room where you can put the dead body there for a week. And usually it lasted for like 3 to 9 days. So it would depend on the family kung how long they're gonna place the body there for viewing, or like to like to let some of the relatives who want to visit in order to pay for the respect of the dead family member. I remember during my dad's time last year was he was cremated, and we decided to have him cremated because when the funeral services who catered his body told us na he cannot be put in a coffin kasi number one, if we're gonna put him in a coffin, we need to get another bigger size of coffin. Second is it's still useless. You cannot see the dead body or even his face because he's already decaying, and it was kind of sad. And if you're gonna put him in a coffin, he'll just be lasted to 5 days. So since we're following with the traditional Catholic funeral custom, so we decided to have him cremated, and we did this wake for 9 days. And now on my grandma's case, we're gonna do the same thing, have her wake for 9 days.
Wow, tari.
Oh, sige, call niya na call. There will be having a rosary, like daily rosary for the dead. Kung hindi naman, we call it vigil. I don't know how they call it in Tagalog, but here in Bisaya, we call it vigil. Kasi the reason why we do that is that Filipinos believe that the soul of the dead of the loved one is living in this world and will go to afterlife. That serve as like a pathway, like giving the soul a guide through prayers in order for him or her to cross into the afterlife. After 9 days, that's when the proper funeral may take place. And after that, there'll be another 40 days to count. And then I remember na like 1 week before it turns to 40 days, there'll be another vigil or rosary to do after. And then after 40 days, that's when that a year of that anniversary begins. And like what you've seen from my one of my previous vlog, na we did a rosary prayed during my dad's first death anniversary last March. So yeah, that's how it does the flow of the Catholic Filipino customs in terms of the funeral. Hi guys, so we're gonna be heading to the airport. Don't cry. Don't cry, Ma. You know, it's okay. So last year, ang time na naka-visit si Mama dito. It's been a year na hindi na siya naka-visit here in the airport. And sad to say, it's still like fresh pa. But it's okay. Ako kasi na-immune na ako. Like I've already accepted. Especially that Commander D is always like going out of travel. Whether if it's a local or domestic flight or international flight. So, sanay na din ako. In my case, I guess ano pa si Lily nun, she was like a month or 2 months old. Kailangan ko sunduin si Commander D nun because he came from, I guess Manila, I'm not sure, parang hindi yun out of the country. And that was the first time na I've been to the airport again after Papa's death. And yeah, ang ginawa ko lang, I was just crying inside the car. Tapos kasama ko si Lovely nun, so I told Lovely na to look for or to wait for Commander D. Tapos I was just hugging my daughter nun because you know, it's still fresh pa. Once after namatay si Papa, so parang bumalik lahat. But after nun, as Commander D has been traveling, so syempre wala akong choice but to take him to the airport. Even if Papa's gone, you can still reminiscing those moments na how excited we were na magsundo kay Papa, ganon. We just need to desensitize ourselves and accept the reality.
Hop, little birdie, hop. Yay, Daddy, Lily. Eh?
Are you happy?
Daddy, come on. Eh? Lily. 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 Eh? Lily. Lily. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Yeah? You gonna go? Huh? Where we going? Where we going? Where we going? Where you going? Where you going? Where you going? There you go. Up again. Where we Huh? You wanna come here?
Good morning. So now is the funeral day, and I'll be leaving now with Lily in a while kasi the mass will be at 9, and the church kasi is so strict that you have to be on time. So I have to go first at my uncle's house, and then we'll go together to the mass at the church.
Ang Ginoo mutabang kaniya ug muhatag kaniya og kalinaw.